yourself, it's easy to pretend he'll never love again.
Hey! How you doing, guys? Yeah! Sorry. Yeah, this is a battle from Team Over. So here we go. I start out with Yon, and he has a dust skull. I saw one of my friends battle a dust skull's lead, which is interesting. Yeah, he has a chesto berry, so that means I get to stall out the trick room. So I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I'll get to stall out the trick room right now, and hopefully he'll switch, and I'll be able to, just eat up some turns that way. But he doesn't. He stays in. Now you turn, and I'm like, okay. I'm pretty much free to do what I want to. Oh yeah, and here's a new addition. It's me, Uxie. Yep. It's a Nazelf. So I nasty plot up, and I'm like, okay, I can take care of that thing with flamethrower. And get a crit. Probably not needed, but yeah. So I'm like, okay, sweet. Uxie's got this. Or, no, me, Uxie. He's got it. So I'm like, okay, psychic. Hopefully that will one hit. He lives by 17 HP, I think. That's how much he said, yeah. So I'm like, ah, snap. There's no way he's gonna live. Yeah, so he dies. Another air slash finishes him off. Right now he's like, I love Toad Kits. Like, yeah, I do too. I use one as well. I'm like, alright, let's see how fast this thing is. I'll just yawn. Just test the waters here. Air slashes, bam. Okay. Uxie doesn't have any IVs in speed at all. So that means Markward can just take it out, no problem. So I hidden power ice. But now he was wondering if that was specs or not, but he probably didn't see my life go down. Right about here, I was like, okay. Then I saw that Abra, I'm like, what an Abra? He's using 2 never used Pokemon, what the heck? I switched out to him just in case he had it scarfed or something. Because that's the whole time I was fearing that. And yeah, I got the stinging defense drop. Like, yeah, the whole time I was thinking, crap, it's probably scarfed or something, and it's gonna be able to outspeed me, and yeah. So he withdraws, and he sends out to Kips, Knife Toxic. Right about here, he's like, dang it, I should have just stayed in. Yeah, I should have just stayed in. He had synchronized, so that would have just gotten passed on. And he uses Mirror Coat. That doesn't help him much. I'm like, okay, I'll just knock off whatever the heck he wants to send out. And I knock off Focus Sash, which is really useful. He Dragon Dances up, and I put it to Sleepy Bye. And yeah, I'm like, okay, maybe I can set up something here. So let's introduce Golduck. Yeah, Golduck's a sexy Dragonite. He's got a cube attack straight from Emerald, and I go for an Ice Punch, and it owns him. Yes, this thing is a beast. It's been in 2 battles so far, and it's only been knocked out once. And Ice Punch does a ton of damage. And the one time he gets knocked out, he gets knocked down once. So there, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll have a few things that can actually take care of this Tyranitar, Markward being one of them. I'm like, okay, I'll just close combat whatever the heck he wants to send out, and that will take care of anything. Like, then Sandstorm, but that doesn't really matter that much though, because he only has 3 Pokemon left. So he sends out his Abra, and I'm still fearing Scarf or something. I don't know. So he substitutes, and right about then I'm like, oh, he's not scarfed, dang it. Oh well. So Sam can take care of this thing anyway. He toxics, and I ice beam. Now I'm like, oh great, this thing's gonna stall me to death. That's real great. So we go through the sub ice beam phase here where he substitutes, then shortly after I ice beam. And you can only do that for a few turns thanks to leftovers and sandstorm. Luckily, yeah, I was thinking substitute was probably going to kill him, but I found out it didn't, so yeah, it was nice. So I ice beam, and sandstorm doesn't kill him, which is like, nah. Yeah, he said it would survive by 4 HP, which was, yeah, not very much. So I ice beam after he psychics and sandstorm, and then poison almost finishes me off. I'm like, Sam, you're not looking too shabby. Right about here, he was saying good game because there's nothing he could basically do. I have 10 growth. Sam has recover. Yeah, he's not going to do very much. But still, I want Sam to stall him out some damage before send out 10 growth. And he used avalanche, so that's telling me that he probably doesn't have ice beam or something, because ice beam would be devastating to 10 growth. It pwns 10 growth all the time, sadly. Yeah. So I'm just here to power whip, and then that's the game. Good game, man. See you on Team Uber, I guess. Nighter.